these collections stay on your credit. You have to shut them down before they go to judgments. They will take you to court, and half of these guys are very slick. They will put your original creditor's name on the complaint. But I'm here to tell you, if it's charged off, the original creditor is not coming to see you in court. It's illegal for them to do so. So you know this because if you go to judgment court, who is going to be there? The lawyer will be there. Will Sears show up in collection court? American Express, Bank of America, Chpt. Why do you think they're not showing up? Because they're already paid. They can't come to court. Are you folk crazy? There's no plaintiff. There's no plaintiff. You're fighting the invisible man. And you let the invisible man take your money. You ever been to speeding traffic court? If the officer that wrote that ticket doesn't show up, what happened? Okay. Come on, people. Come on. You know this. You know this. You know it. What they understand, though, is that you're afraid to come to court. This is what you call a calculated risk. I'm going to send you a court notification. I know you're afraid to come. You scared you walk into court, they might get you for something else. They got 3 sheriffs and you know what I'm saying? This is set up. Who's all these people? I thought I was coming to debt court. That's y'all fear. It's understandable. You're black. You're afraid to come to debt court. They know that. But just to hedge their bet, most of the time they send it to a bad address. So you don't even know. So the first time you heard about that judgment is when your employer pulls you aside and says, hey, check this out. I'm afraid I got to start taking money from your check. Okay? Now, what you should have done is this. As soon as he said, I'm taking money out of your check, you should say, wait a minute, I didn't go to court for this. This is against the law. You cannot deny me. This is your constitutional right. You can't be denied your property without what? Due process. Why do you let this happen? People garnishing your wages, going in your bank account without due process. You didn't go to court. In order for you to get a judgment, you have to go to court and lose. The judge has to say, you owe this person. Without that, it's called a default judgment, which is worthless. It's meaningless. You are the only reason. They can't get garnishing your wages without your help. You have to help them. It's impossible for them to do it without your help. The government gives them, or the courts give them a default judgment, which is no value, but the courts call it acquiescence. If you don't dispute or deny or fight the default judgment, they assume that you are agreeing to it. It's the same as that little note at the bottom. If you don't fight it, we will assume it's true. Then, and only then, will they allow them to take a garnishment. Because they figure if you garnish, you'll at least deny it then. But you still don't. You simply let them take your money. What you should have said is, this is wrong. I didn't go to court. I need to overturn this. And guess what? 99.99% of every judgment, garnishment, or bank lien you've ever seen can be overturned with one document. If anybody in this room has ever gotten a garnishment, that money ain't gone. That money's just in the bank waiting for you to collect it. Nobody you know should ever get a judgment or a garnishment. It should never happen. It's impossible. And it's easy to overturn. You need a motion to set aside. Got it? A motion to set aside will overturn every judgment and garnishment, every single one, and get you your money back. We don't believe in those. Those don't happen to us. It happens to the world. If if you do a motion to set aside, you're going to come back to court on this issue. Okay? And this is how it goes down. You go into court. The judge looks at them and says, what's going on? Well, Your Honor, this person owes Sears $800. Sears would like to collect that money. Judge is going to look at you. What's the first question the judge is going to ask you? Do you owe this money? Did he say, do you owe Sears any money? No. He said, do you owe this money? Because this money is not the same money as the money you owed Sears. You're thinking, I used to have a Sears card. I did not pay them. Therefore, it must be the same thing. Wrong. This is a new debt. This is a new debt. Is Sears taking you to court in the first place? Yes or no? How do you know for sure? You can ask one question. If I lose, how much of this money is going to Sears? I dare you to ask that question. You'll upset everybody in the whole courtroom. They will get you out of there so fast it'll make your head spin. If I lose, how much of this money goes to Sears? You said Sears suing me, right? That should be an easy question. If I sue somebody and I win, I get all the money, right? So if I lose, how much of this money goes to Sears? You're under oath. I'd like your response. Guess what they have to say? None. So wait a minute. Your Honor, I never went to law school, but help me out with this. If Sears is suing me, and if I lose, they get $0, who is really suing me? Who gets the money? That makes them the plaintiff, right? So if Sears ain't really suing me, guess what? I move to dismiss. I move to dismiss. You said Sears was suing me. Oh, your law firm keeps all the money? So that makes you the plaintiff. You've just committed fraud. You better understand these are basics. If the judge looks at me and says, do you owe this money? I say, I don't think so. I don't think so. But before we even go there, I want to know who's suing me. I've seen some stuff on the internet, and I'm confused. Where is Sears? Help me out. Where are they? Let me ask a question of the plaintiff's attorney. If I were to lose, how much of this purported debt would go to Sears? Is that a simple question? Is there anything complicated about that question? No. How much would go to Sears? There you go. That's as far as I'm going to go. Got it? But we're going to master this concept. We're going to make you dangerous and scary. Once a debt is bad, we are eliminating bad debt. We only pay good debt. Okay? So let's go back to our chart. We've closed off all the negative activity. We've scrubbed our credit down to here. I bet what you will find is most of this stuff is bad debt. Most of this is bad debt. So we can do one of two things. We could take them to court and eliminate it, or we can offer them a settlement based on our realistic understanding of what this debt is. The only reason we're paying them is for expedience. I'm not paying you because you've tricked me into thinking I owe you some money. Because I don't remember buying a car from ABC Collections. Did you buy any furniture from ABC? Did ABC Collections offer you and issue you any credit cards? Okay, so how can you owe them any money? The Universal Commercial Code, which governs all contracts in this country, says that a debt is a contract between